Okay, so for this module or for this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to easily rig a humanoid character. Okay, so first of all, you have to make sure that our mesh or geometry uh, has no history in it. So you can go to edit, delete by type, and delete history. So that way, there will be no inputs here in your channel box. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my rigging menu set. So you can click this button in the upper left corner and choose rigging. And then we're going to set up the skeletons. So usually most of the riggers, what we do is that we start uh, the skeletons from the legs down. So I'm going to go to skeleton, create joints, and then I'm going to start plotting up the skeletons from the hip going to the toes. So one, then one on the knee, one on the ankle, one on the ball joint, and one for the toe. Press enter, and that's it. And okay, after that, I'm going to go to my front view, and I'm just going to align the joints to its proper position. There you go. I'm also going to do some rotation to make it fit the mesh. There you go. Okay, so after setting this up, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing the skeletons for the spine. So if you're going to notice, I don't do the other half right on, because we can always use mirror joints to replicate the joints from one side going to the next side. Okay, so let's go with the spine. Same thing, go to skeleton, create joints. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put joints from the root. So basically it's right here near the hip. So that's one. I'm also going to do or create one joint for the stomach, or for the belly. Let's do another one here for the chest. 3. Another here for the base of the neck, base of the head, and then the head. Press enter, and that's it. Let's check. There you go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 joints for my spine. Okay, let's move on. Next up, I'm going to create the skeletons for the arm. Same idea, go to skeletons, create joints. Okay. I'm going to put one bone here for the collarbone. That's it. Or sometimes we use this for moving the shoulder. So that's one. Another one for the shoulder joint. 2. For the elbow. For the wrist. Okay. I'm also going to put another joint here for this hand. So 1. And then another one for the finger. 2. Press enter to finalize it. So it looks something like this. Okay, if you're going to notice in the geometry, we have here as a very simple or a very small thumb. So I'm going to put a joint for that as well. So create joint. So for this thumb to be functional, I'm going to create 2 joints for it. So 1 and 2. So you have to make sure that these joints are children of the hand. So I'm just going to use parenting. So child, shift select the parent, then simply press P. There you go. If you're having a hard time seeing or looking at the skeleton or the joints, you can always go to your channel box and change the radius. So I'm going to do here for the thumb, I'm going to change this to around 0.1 to allow me to see it easier. There you go. Okay, so let me just adjust it in the front view as well. There you go. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do for this joint hierarchy is to do parenting. So first, we want this joint or the shoulder joint or collarbone joint to be a parent of the chest joint. So select this joint, shift select the chest joint, and then simply press P. There you go. So we can do the same thing with the legs or with the leg. Select the leg joint, shift select the root joint, then press P.